Welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm KevinLJ, a New Zealand photographer based in Chiang Mai, Thailand. I've been a photographer for over 30 years, most of that time working professionally. I come from a creative family, as far back as my great-grandfather Frederick Cooper, who was a well-known New Zealand photographer. Both my parents, my brother, my sisters are all creative people. In fact, the first roll of film I ever shot was of my brother's band. This is the negatives here, I've still got them. They were playing an outdoor venue and I went along, I borrowed my dad's Zeiss Icon camera. It was similar to this one, the old Bellows camera. And I went along and photographed it, and from then on I was really hooked. I really enjoyed photography. I bought a Nicomat FTN camera from a friend of mine. Three of us used to go out shooting together. I learned a lot from those two guys and really grateful for it. We had a lot of fun together. And eventually I got a job in the Auckland Star newspaper, filing negatives and doing odd jobs and occasionally getting sent out on assignments, and then moved my way through to be the sole photographer for two newspapers. And this gave me a huge experience photographing everything from international sporting fixtures to 100-year-old birthday parties and all sorts in between. It was a great learning experience. I wouldn't have kept my job if I'd come back without photographs and said to my editor, I didn't like it or I didn't know what to do. I had to produce, and so it was a fabulous way to learn. After this, I went on and worked for a small commercial photography company where I learned about studio lighting and corporate photography using medium format and larger format equipment, so that also was a good training ground before I started my own business. That went exceptionally well, winning awards and progressing and developing the business and really enjoying photography. Then in 2002, I moved here to Chiang Mai in Thailand, where I've been working as a photographer, and I've branched into video as well, doing a lot of social responsibility type work for non-profit organisations based here. And I love this work and I love the benefits that it brings to other people. And all the time working as a professional, I've continued to create my own style and my own art and my own artistic expression, largely through photographic and video montages, which I have been passionate about right from my very early days in photography, and in recent years have really swung back to start producing more of these montages. It's very time consuming, but producing these objects of art is hugely fulfilling for me. One of the biggest things that I've had to learn to do to be able to do this job and to be able to continue on as a photographer is to overcome my shyness. As a young man, I was very shy. I was very insecure about reaching out and speaking to people who I didn't know. But as I started at the newspaper, I realised very quickly that most photographs in the newspaper have at least one person, and I was going to have to be providing those photographs. So I had to dig deep and really push myself that if I wanted to be a photographer and I wanted to work as a photographer professionally, I was going to have to overcome my insecurity and my inability to talk to strangers. It's been a long and interesting journey. And now as we've started doing photography workshops, both here in Chiang Mai and online, it's something that I've really wanted to incorporate into my teaching. It's said that a lot of the best people photographers have originally been shy themselves, but somehow they come out of themselves to be able to follow their passion. For me, working through this challenge, I've realised that I make photographs not about me, but about my subjects. If we're too preoccupied with ourselves and our style and who we want to push on the world, we're not going to make such strong portraits. And that really is my goal, to make strong, beautiful portraits. And so I'm loving teaching about the mechanics, the workings, the technique, the methods of using your camera. And I'm also really enjoying teaching about the philosophy and the creativity, the art of being a photographer. So please check out our YouTube channel, check out our videos, take a look at our websites, photoworkshops.com and Chiang Mai Photo Workshops, and enjoy learning photography with us.